Hello, everyone. I just wanted to hop on here. Don't care that I'm looking a mess. Don't care that my regular camera isn't fully charged. I'm just hopping on a Zoom to record it because this message needs to come out. And this is something I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time now. And it is something that I feel as though many people need to hear, probably yourself if you're listening to this. And it is the concept of flowers. Now, I know you're thinking flowers are beautiful. What are wrong with flowers? Nothing is wrong with flowers. Flowers, when they are in someone's garden, out in nature, where they're intended to be, are a great thing, are a beautiful thing, is something I very much enjoy. But when flowers are given as a gift, not so much. And then you might say, Melissa, well, that is a kind gesture. What is wrong with that? And sometimes it can come with pure intentions, but maybe on a subconscious level, not so much. So what I mean by that is, think about it. Once flowers are plucked, it really means death, right? You're kind of speeding up the process of the flower's life and longevity. And you're putting it, yeah, maybe in water, in a vase. I understand that, but you're really taking it out of its natural form. So that right there, I feel bad for the flowers. Then the next thing is, a lot of times I feel as though people give flowers to another person, maybe to congratulate them, but in that case, you could do that in many other ways. But also, in dating, in courting, a lot of times, I really don't like receiving flowers at all. And I usually say when I receive flowers, hey, why'd you get it for me? I say, thank you. I understand it comes with good intentions on a more of a conscious level, maybe, but subconsciously, what are you trying to do? And I don't think everyone is ill-willed, but I just always kind of want to see what the person is going to have to say about that. And a lot of times it's because they're covering up for something else. A lot of times it is because they want, they want to distract you with this nice shiny gift so that you're not looking at perhaps their flaws, or maybe they're overcompensating for something else. That tends to be what it is a lot of the times that have just occurred for me. This is not the same thing like when maybe a parent has given me flowers for a graduation. Again, not my favorite thing to get, but that's someone that obviously I know well. But I'm saying in more of terms of dating or courting, or any really even being in that relationship. Even what Elsie has said, Lauren Conrad, like flowers mean I'm sorry, So I've seen that happen a lot of times too. Like, oh, I know Melissa's sad, let me get her flowers, when I don't even like flowers. So if someone is getting me flowers, that means they don't really know me either, or they think they know me and they don't. So that's another thing right there. And also think about it. Flowers are usually at a funeral. Usually there's a ton of flowers at a funeral. And that's why I think it's become so popular that people have been saying, in lieu of flowers, please make a donation to this society or what have you, because they know after the wake, after the funeral, the flowers are just going to die, like the person did, not to be grim, or they're gonna, get thrown away, or what they're gonna be on top of the dirt of the casket. I mean, either way, it's kind of depressing. So I understand the concept of planting flowers. I understand the concept of enjoying them while they're in their natural habitat. But really, when somebody gives you flowers, not that you always need to be suspicious, but I would just kind of see where their intentions are. Do you enjoy this gift because you truly enjoy it? Or is it more because you think you're supposed to like it? Because it was never really something that excited me, but I would be like, well, I think I'm supposed to like this. And then when I really got to the root of it, I did not. And I just think of so many times where a guy's giving me flowers and it has been like for some weak reason because they were just, like I said, overcompensating for something or trying to apologize in some way. I mean, there was even one person who it was my second time hanging out with them. Okay. And he got me 2 bouquets of flowers. 2. And I said, just so weird. And I said, and a vase, like, okay. And I asked him, I said, why did you get them for me? And he said, oh, well, I give everybody flowers. And I'm like, this is the second time you met me though. Like, are you putting me at the same level as your mom and other people you perhaps give flowers to? I don't know. And he's like, I don't know, I just give them to everybody. And then one of the bouquets of flowers was lilies. And he said, well, that's my favorite flower. And it's like, you even asked me what my favorite flower was the other day and you didn't get me those. Not that I care. I don't honestly care, but that was just weird too. And I feel as though they also give you flowers because it's something that you can have around, you can have around all the time. And it's like the shiny thing so that with maybe they're late picking you up, you can be like, well, I have these flowers next to my bed from this person, or this is a distraction. This is supposed to be almost like a band-aid to get rid of something that's not so pretty to look at. And then what about when they die? Then some people I know that they feel obligated to always get you a new bouquet every week. And it's like, what are we doing here? And I just feel as though it's meant to be like, oh, look at all these gifts that I'm giving you to overcompensate for other things so that you give me a pass when I do something wrong. And it's just always been that way. And it's not just my perspective, but it's just always turned out that way. And it's just something I don't at all enjoy getting. And I'm just very always suspicious, just always suspicious of it. And it doesn't always have to be with even a significant other. There's been many times where I've seen someone do something for somebody, give them a gift, whatever it may be, but something under that same category of, oh, it's something shiny, it's something distracting. Like if a man or a woman, right, is cheating on their spouse and gets them jewelry for no reason. It's not like, oh, it was our 10-year anniversary or something for no reason. That would be like super suspicious to me. I would say that's kind of a big thing, if you really knew me, you would get me something else, right? So there's just things I just want people to be cognizant of it, because I know there's other people out there. I've had this discussion with other people and they've said a similar thing to the effect of, oh, I don't really care about flowers, or I feel awkward when I get them, or it does remind me of death. This is what it reminds me of. And I remember when I received the last 2 bouquets of flowers, I was just like, okay, thanks. Let me put them, at my place in water. And then I came back downstairs from my place and I just said, like, why'd you get them? Thank you. Like, I'm not appreciative, but like, why, and it's just strange to me. Also, like, why'd you get a vase? Kind of weird. But just think about this a little bit, and if you want something nice to look at for yourself, or someone wants to get you something for good intentions, maybe something that doesn't die, maybe something that's not getting pulled out of its regular element. These are just things to consider. I feel like the guys that I really did like, who I had a better connection with, never got me flowers because they knew me, they understood me, and I just see like some of these dudes, like they just get so hyped on it. They just get like so excited to be able to like give it to you because I think you're going to be so excited. And it's like, am I that simple? Do you really think I'm so simple that something so like basic like that would even make it for me, or that something like material like that would get me so excited? And I'm not asking for other things to be purchased. That's not what this is about at all. I'm saying like, you don't know me. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. And it's just, it's to the point where I've even discussed this prior, the whole flower thing, and then I'm still getting flowers. And it's like, you're not listening. That's the bigger issue here, the you're not listening thing, or the fact that you think you know me and you don't know me. So then do you like me for me, or for this idea of me, or what is it here? Or is it just because you want to have somebody? You really have to look at all of these other variables when you're talking to someone or dating someone in that way. And if you can't see through, the shiny object in front of you to see what this person is really like, then look deeper, look deeper behind all of that. I think that is so imperative. I think that if more people did that, they would really remove the wool from their eyes and not be in these long relationships that are going nowhere fast, and really get to the root of who someone is, and if they even know who you are. Because if you figure out who the other person is, that must mean you understand yourself quite well too. And I would just second guess everything. Do I really like this, or do I like this because it's a popular thing to like? This falls under that category. Or is this something that I think I'm supposed to like, right? Or that society tells me is something I would like. I mean, God, there's so many other things, like make a painting. I've done that. Make like a collage, do a scrapbook or something. That would be so much better. Make a picnic. You know what I mean? There's so many other things. And I just don't know if it's because flowers are such an easy thing to get because they're everywhere and we're marketed towards that, or hey, if I don't get that on Valentine's Day or something, she's going to be mad. I don't know. There's so many things that I just would like people just to revisit. And if it does resonate with you and it's something that you do like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. But why do you like it? If you can't answer the why, then you don't even know yourself. So it's something worth examining. So I hope this helped. I hope this at least gave some people food for thought. And I hope men were listening to this, and can even question for themselves when they give flowers to someone, what is my motive? Why am I doing this? Do I know this person? Do I know they really like this? Am I insecure about something? And then see if that's even a worthwhile gift to spend your money on and to kill flowers over. And there was something, hold on. I wanted to show you guys something. I figured now is a good time as any to do this of what I'm going to throw out right now is dead. These are what dead flowers look like. I just want everyone to see this. This is when I get them, when I get fresh flowers, this is automatically what I see. Okay, and obviously I put them in water and they're dead. They're dead flowers. They probably could have lived a lot longer if they weren't picked. So let's take these. Now they're just going in the trash. They're not going into the ground. That probably would have been better with their seeds. I mean, they're already picked. I have nowhere to put them. I don't have a garden. It's a mood point at this time. I mean, God knows what kind of chemicals were put on them. Okay. So that was bouquet number one. Then we got bouquet number two. The person who gave them to me, his favorite flowers. I just want you to see the rotting on these lilies. Disgusting. They smell awful, terrible. And now I have to walk down to the trash chute to throw them out. So what was the purpose here? I'm not even talking to that person anymore. What was the purpose here? We weren't even close enough to even do something like that. And now I just have to get rid of the dead flowers that have brought terrible energy into this place, but I wanted to make this video to make a point. And this is sad. This is just sad. It's different if you were to have gotten me a plant even, which I said an orchid is my favorite flower. So it would have made more sense to give me an orchid plant. Yes, I know they die quite quickly, which is why I have a fake orchid, but that's besides the point. So they're gonna go in the trash. I got my little trash bag full of the little flowers right here. And I have to go walk down to the trash chute now. So I wanted everyone to see that. I know we all know about that, but when you're getting the flowers, you don't think about that. You don't think about that. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind, you know, the dumpster behind the funeral home with all of the flowers. That the dead person, I can assure you, doesn't care about, or their grieving family. So think about this. Stop getting people flowers and be real. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.